Episode 6, Big Pharma Part 2, A Brief History. According to Stephen Novella, the use of terminology such as Big Pharma has come to connote a demonized form of the pharmaceutical industry, described in an emotional fashion which exists disconnected from the real-life complexity of business history. Professor of Writing Robert Blaskiewicz has written that conspiracy theorists use the term Big Pharma as shorthand for an abstract entity comprising corporations, regulators, NGOs, politicians, and often physicians, all with a finger in the trillion-dollar prescription pharmaceutical pie. According to Blaskiewicz, the Big Pharma conspiracy theory has four classic traits. First, the assumption that the conspiracy is perpetrated by a small, malevolent cabal. Secondly, the belief that the public at large is ignorant of the truth. Thirdly, that its believers treat lack of evidence as evidence. And finally, that the arguments deployed in support of the theory are irrational, misconceived, or otherwise mistaken. In the 1970s and 1980s, the conspiracy theory was promoted by Ann Wigmore, who held that diseases, including cancer and HIV, AIDS could be effectively treated with a raw food diet. In this context, Wigmore believed that the pharmaceutical industry was part of a conspiracy to keep the population at large ill. André Picard wrote in 2009 that the internet had radically changed the nature of popular scientific discourse from being infrequent and deferential to widespread and conspiracy-based. Scientific debate was often supplanted by dismissal of science as being part of some vast conspiracy. In the conspiracist worldview, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, pharmacologists, biochemists, immunologists, geneticists, and journalists are not to be trusted. They are all on the take. Research in Italy in 2016 found that nearly half the adult population believed that pharmaceutical companies hindered the development of effective medications to heal serious diseases, which according to the authors is a conspiracy theory, and that such beliefs were negatively correlated to mainstream religion while having anti-science and anti-elitism bases.